welcome to our first test episode, I guess, of our still nameless podcast.
Yeah, it could be called loopers.
Loofers, yeah.
No, not loofers. Loopers.
Loopers. If you have any name suggestions for this kind of podcast, help us out in the comments. If you like loopers, let us know about that too.
Yes, also if you hate it, we can take criticism.
So, I am Veronica.
Yes, and I'm Marina.
And we met many years ago when we started studying to become craft teachers.
Yes,
or
slöjd
teachers.
It's called in Finland. Yeah. Yeah,
yes.
And we hit it off instantly.
Both very creative people. Can you talk about what kind of crafter you are?
I'm primarily a knitter, so it's been with me for the longest. But before I started knitting, I think I did cross-stitching, and anything with yarn has been my friend. I also do a lot of crocheting.
You have some really big cross-stitch art pieces, right?
Yeah, when I was a small little nerdy nerd, I found pictures on the internet. It was quite new then, and I put them through my picture software, and created cross stitch patterns from them, and then I cross stitched them. So I've done a few of those. It was an obsession.
That is so cool.
I think it was before I started knitting. Nowadays you can have send a company a picture, and then they will send you a kit with yarn and pattern and everything. Also, there are dedicated software for it. At the end of my stint when I did that kind of work, they had already developed it, but it was a really, really long time ago.
I'm a crochet designer, which you know. I've been doing this for a ridiculous long time. I got stuck with amigurumis in high school, and from there I've been crafting and creating a lot. Currently I'm obsessed with crocheted bags in funny animal shapes. I'm also now making a dragon egg pouch. Can I already talk about my current obsession?
Yes, of course.
I have a friend who owns a knit supply shop, and she has started selling these flex frames. So I am currently obsessed with flex frames and these pouches. I think this is gonna be my 4th pouch. I made a strawberry pouch. I'm also obsessed with everything that has a carabine hook.
Nay, yes.
And then a stingray. And currently working on a dragon bag. Also maybe a dragon to put into the dragon pouch.
Of course.
That's probably for my Happy Amigurumi Club members in the future.
You should do with that flex. What was it called? Flex lock? No.
Flex frame. I don't know if it's the official name, but she calls it a flex frame.
Okay. Yeah, you should do for design a compartment for sunglasses or glasses.
Oh yeah.
Because the size
seems a good idea.
Proper. Also, this is half of the time that I craft. This is what I live for. Or
how does your yarn become so tangled?
I don't know. It's my specialty.
Is it because of the technique or the yarn?
Both. And I also quite often have 2 or 3 strands going on at the same time. So, of course, they tangle. But I think this yarn is... I think I showed you in the beginning of the summer that it's impossible. I need to have the one yarn at one side and the other one my other side and like turn my work so they don't tangle at all, because it's like if they get a whiff of each other, they will like intertwine. I think they are in love.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, oh yes for them, but,
Yes, but
oh no for you.
yeah, I should be happy for them, but I'm not.
I have the same issue when I crochet tapestry crochet. So
Tapestry crochet.
for the tapestry crochet, you also have multiple strands of yarn.
Yes.
But then I just like to put my project upside down and just like pull the yarns apart, and then it untangled itself.
Yes.
But I don't know, maybe you have
too
big of a project to do that?
No, I think it's just this yarn. It's not like working the yarny way. But it's my own fault for just knitting with things I find in a ditch. No, not really, but I mean, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, that's usually the case with yarns in general, in my opinion, that there is quality differences, definitely.
But I really like this because it has like this really soft change between the colors.
Because the color is really nice. Because
usually it changes like too quickly, so you get just like a clown bar project. But this is like, it starts off really purple. I don't know if you can see it. And then slowly, it turns like more blue.
So nice.
So I think the effect is like nicer.
Yeah. Is the second color you are using black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I regret it wholeheartedly, but it is. Because I have like 3 cats and a dog and really hairy kids, no. And also I got hair on my head. The only one who isn't hairy is my husband, but yeah. So they all put their hair in my project. And they make life miserable. No, they're fine.
Yeah, I guess in all my project there is also dog hair. It's like complimentary gift if someone orders a finished project from me. They will get.
You can have a bit
hair.
of my dog. Yeah, you can have a bit of my dog as well. I also think, talking about the tanglement issue, I always like bring a knitting with me wherever I go, or a crochet project, depending on what I'm up to. It's like a comfort blankie.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Yes.
Yeah. So, but then you like put it in, take it out, put it in, take it out, and I think like it tangles a bit as well in the process.
Maybe you should have some kind of separate bags for the skeins.
Yeah, probably.
To keep them like more intact.
But it sounds a bit too organized for me.
It's so funny because there is several things that we are very different in, and it will probably pop up in this podcast a lot. But that is one thing. I like my things very organized, and you might be a little bit more like creative, chaotic.
Yes.
In that one.
Yes. That's the way I roll. I always like know where I have my things, but if I tidy up too much, they are gone and disappeared. I actually like to have things organized, but it needs to be on such a level that it's not like humanly possible to keep up.
Yeah. I like to have everything has its own place, but I also like to have the possibility to go crazy and wild. Now that I have a studio, I can really spread out and don't have to keep it super tidy and organized all the time. But I also know for my brain's sake that I need to like organize once a week or once or twice a week, I will become insane if it's too messy.
Yeah, the clutter gets into your head somehow.
Yeah.
Well, at work, I want it to be pretty like, I need to know where my things are, and like, so I need to have the organization, but I'm fine having things around if I need it. I don't know. It's sort of somewhere in between. Like, but like my garden, I like to have, I like it to just live and.
Yes. In that case, I'm the same.
It doesn't have to be like really organized, but I'm not really. I have these like certain flowers or weeds that I get like really annoyed with, like dandelions. They're really pretty when I like drive along the road, but when I see them at home, I'm like, you have to die. Yes, I'm untangled. Now I'll try to keep them on two sides of me.
So is that your first prototype of that design, or have you already made several?
No, this is my first prototype of this design. But I started it with another yarn a few years ago, because I've done a lot of brioche sweaters, but they are always like wool. And I use them a lot. But I thought it'd be nice to have something like lighter as well, so you could use it like the year round. I usually knit in really like small and tiny yarns, because I don't know, I like the softness and that it takes a lot of time, and also they look a bit more, I don't know, elegant somehow when they're like small and knitted.
I feel like the drape is also like they drape very pretty.
Nicely, and they feel good on your skin as well. Like you can use wool yarns then, and it'll be fine because they're not like so chunky. Yeah, well, so I've got this like Marina yarn. It's called the same as me.
Nice.
That I've done a lot of sweaters with, but now I just thought that I should try like doing the same thing but with like light cotton yarns instead. We'll see how it turns out. So I actually started this one before, but then I didn't finish it, so it's like a half prototype. But I've got like another yarn package that I'm gonna do the next one with. Also with me and creating patterns, because they are usually a bit like weird and complicated, they are a bit hard to size down or up. So that's also like we've been talking before about what barriers you have when you create patterns, what it takes to finish one. And I think like sizing clothes are a bit draining, or I don't know,
I think that's the reason why I have never like touched clothing patterns.
No.
And I will never say never, but at this point I do not want to start designing clothing patterns just because of the grading. It sounds so daunting and such a big task. I know that it's basically just math, and that you could do it in an Excel sheet.
Well, it's not. It's this can't be like graded down or up, because.
So it's then maybe difference if you have like a basic sweater that would be just like.
Yeah, but because I have like stitches, patterns throughout, it's not really possible to do. But I've just thought that I could like make suggestions to changing the gauge instead. You know, like.
The gauge.
Make a few different suggestions there. Then you can size a bit up and down, but then maybe it's okay. This sweater doesn't come in XS to XXXXL, and it's fine. It's just this size. I'm sorry. Because it's better to have it in some size than in no size at all as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
And I mean, it's also a pattern that is not for beginners, so maybe a hardcore knitter who is your ideal customer also has the experience to know where to add stitches if needed.
Exactly.
For the sizing. And if you give also like in the pattern, like add stitches here or here to make the bust size bigger or the garment longer, for example.
Actually, you could just like make a clear, like with no patterns under the arms and in the sides.
Yeah, exactly. Or like a rib, maybe a rib would be pretty to have like an extension underneath.
I don't want to like change the way I do my patterns just to sell, because I do the patterns for me, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's understandable.
But I could probably like size them up by adding like small ribbings or those kinds of things. But I think sizing down would be difficult without changing needle size.
Like you can also size down or size up a pattern by changing the thickness of the yarn. Maybe it's hard to go down if you're knitting with really thin yarns, but going up is still possible, and then you would get a bigger sized garments.
Yeah, I think going up would be, but because I'm an XL girl, I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe there should be like knitting patterns that are created just for us as well. And I think you could go down a bit by switching down the needle size, because
that's true.
It's pretty like loose, because if you see, you can see through it, so you could go down with needle size quite a lot, really.
And I mean, a XL sweater can also look good on an XS person.
Yeah,
it just it's just an oversized fit.
Yes,
so
that's right.
Do you want to share any projects that you have currently casted off? Have you finished anything in the last month?
No, I haven't. Have you? I've just been working on this and my poems and songs.
That's okay. That's okay. We are in this podcast. We are super supportive. We don't judge if we have had a slow month and got nothing done.
Also, it's a bit unfair, because your projects are small and quick, and mine are really, really long and super intense,
complex. Yes. And I mean, that's a funny thing. You like big, long projects. I like quick and fast things.
Yes.
I guess the strawberry pouch. Yeah. The strawberry pouch I finished a couple of weeks ago. I published the pattern last week. The sales have been a little bit slow, but I think everybody is just on vacation.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of craft lust this time of year.
Even though my bags have been selling very well this summer. And I anticipate that it will probably slow down towards winter again, since bags
it's like a summer accessory.
Like a summery make.
Yeah.
So that was news, because I've been designing mostly amigurumis, and those sell kind of all year round.
Yeah.
And then we had a crochet along last month, so this is also a new pouch.
Do you think it's because you have that flexi frame that
it hasn't sold that well?
Yeah, because you need like more extra stuff.
Yeah, maybe that's why people are hesitant to buying the pattern, because it consists of an element that people maybe can't get hold of.
Yeah.
I mean, you could easily switch out the flex frame to maybe a
zipper.
Yeah, a zipper would work, a short zipper, but also a magnet button would also work on the inside. I think that would be like maybe the prettiest solution. I have also had people who just have skipped the flex frame entirely and have it like a bag. Then you don't necessarily need a closing function of it. I do have yarn kits with all the materials for the pouch, which I thought would be handy, just because the elements might be hard to get your hands off in certain places. But those haven't sold that well either, so I don't know.
But it's weird. I thought that a strawberry would be like a automatic hit.
It hasn't sold like worst, but I was expecting maybe a little bit more sales than it had. It might also be just a slow burner. That's also an option where you release a pattern that it keeps growing after a while. For example, on Etsy, everything takes a couple of weeks before the SEO kicks in, and the same goes with if you have SEO on your website, which everybody has. It takes a while for Google to noticing, and so
getting
it might
up
also
the
be just a
algorithm.
slow burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I've noticed, I'm not sure, but with my band, we've tried now that we will put out a song on YouTube every week, because we've done a lot of gigs and we've recorded them as well. But it feels like people don't really know what our music is like. Oh well, so last week I put out a video, the first video, and it got like a lot of views really quickly. And then this week I put out another one, but it didn't like break as well somehow. And I think that people, at least here in Finland, when the weather is just like the best it can be the whole year, I don't think like people are engaging as much like on their phones and checking out reels and, you know?
Yeah.
I think maybe that could be the case as well. A lot of people are have spare times and are just like floating around in their summer mode somehow.
Yeah. And that's encouraged. People should socialize and be with their families and friends during summer.
Yeah.
So,
and if you have a good pattern out there, it will be sold sooner or later. It's
exactly.
Okay.
That's the great thing. And one thing that I really love with designing patterns is that once it's out there, you don't have to, like, all the work is done. Yes, you need to market, but it still is there. So whether it sells now, today, or in a year, it doesn't matter. It's still like there.
And then you can like promote it again next summer if you want to, and maybe get it to float a bit more if it's a summer thing.
I need to be better with that. I am so bad at promoting old patterns. I only market my new ones.
That's also a thing about me and publishing patterns, that I don't really like the marketing bit, or I get like, I need to go to every Facebook page everywhere to put in a little notice, check out this Revelry, blah 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 blah. I don't know, I get like obsessed with that, and like, it's a crap pattern if it doesn't get sold, but I just should think of it like a smart passive income, that if it sells, it sells. I have my day job, it's okay that my economy is not like dependent on getting anything sold. So I think I should like get my mindsets a bit simpler somehow.
Yeah, and find maybe marketing strategies that doesn't take that much time. If like Pinterest, I schedule everything beforehand. So when you have set that up, it just goes automatically.
Yeah, that's good.
And Etsy I also like, but I don't know if Etsy might be hard for your patterns. I think Ravelry, there is where the hardcore knitters are. So I think you are definitely in the right place with that. Do you market your patterns in the community groups on Ravelry?
No, because it's been 400 years since I put anything up. But when I did and got sales, I did it in like just Facebook groups, and it sold quite well. Just, check this out, and
nice.
Then flip a bit of sales. I don't think it's like the most important thing. The most important thing would be just to get them out there somehow. I think I need to skip those bits that are draining, you know?
Yeah, it depends, I guess, on what your purpose is with your patterns. For me, it's like it's my bed, like bread and butter. I live like this. It's my work.
Yeah.
So I have to do the marketing to even get any sales.
Yeah.
But for you, if you have it as a side hustle, it's it's of course a different story. It's been a test podcast episode. I really like our chats. I hope we will get some feedback in the comments. So if you enjoyed this or have suggestions on maybe specific topics that you would like us to dive into. I mean, we talked about quite a lot about designing and different elements, but we could dive deeper into elements like that if there's interest. The plan is 1 episode a month to begin with.
Yes.
And have a season of 6 episodes. So we will be back.
Yes, we will.
Next month. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
See you next month again.
Yes. Like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.